I'm Jim Haskell, Senior Portfolio Strategist. I'm here with co-CIO Ray Dalio. And the subject today is China. And Ray, you've been going there since 1984. A lot of experience, China in the news today in many different regards. Can you walk us through a little bit about your experiences and how you've seen China evolve over the last 35 years?
I've been able to go to China since 1984 and participate and see the evolution. Yeah, and it's been quite something. The first time I went, I was invited by CITIC, which was called a window company then, which was the only company that was allowed to deal with the outside world, and they were curious about the world financial markets. So I was invited there. At the time, the city was mostly hutongs, which are small neighborhoods, poor neighborhoods. And I remember speaking in their office building called the Chocolate Building and looking outside, and we were talking about opening up. And at the time, I knew what opening up would mean. The rest of the world had a cost and level that was here, and China had a cost level there, and if they could eliminate their inefficiencies, it would go like this. And so I looked out there and I said, you'll see those hutongs become replaced by skyscrapers and so on. And they told me that, you don't know China, but that force and their character and the creativity that they exhibited took them to what is the greatest economic miracle of all time. To put that in perspective, per capita income since then increased by 26 times.
Yep.
The share of world GDP went from 2% to 22% today, so it's a comparable power of the United States. The poverty rate went from 88% to less than 1%, and the life expectancy increased by 10 years. There are many, many others. In capital markets, very big changes. But I never went for making money. I went for curiosity, And that curiosity brought me in contact with the Chinese people, who I really came to love and admire. The character of them, the type of relationships that they valued, all of those types of things. And I could see that character. And I was able to, over those years, build friendships. I was able to contribute in my small ways to the development of the financial markets and see it. And I remember these people. I have a great old group of friends who were the first pioneers to set up the stock market there. There were 7 companies, that each had a representative, and it was in a dingy hotel, and these people were to form the stock market and the financial markets. And so I evolved, and that evolution was an intimate evolution in which I brought my family, I brought my kids. I remember bringing my son Matthew when he was very young along, and we would go in and we'd have meetings, and they'd bring cookies and milk, and he'd be there. And he ended up going to school there when he was 11.
Right.
It was a whole different world. He lived there. And that whole different world, just to give you an idea of technology. You know where they are in technology now, which is comparable in many ways to the United States. When I went, I would bring them as gifts $10 calculators that they thought were miraculous. So I've gotten to know the people. I go there because I like and admire the people, and I've done that for 20 years or more before we ever did anything commercially.